Okay, so as I'm recording this, it was very recent that it was announced that Doctor Who would be returning for a special in 2026, and I decided that I think I want to rewatch the entire show in lead up to that special because for most of this year, at least since the series ended, the most recent series ended, I've kind of been a bit of a like rut when it comes to Doctor Who. Like I haven't been as obsessed as I typically am or have been for the last like 5 or 6 years. And like the announcement of the Christmas special was kind of like, okay, maybe this will be get me back into it. Like I should rewatch the whole show, prepare myself for a new special, really get back in it. And I thought maybe it would be fun if before I did that rewatch, I kind of just did an off the dome ranking of all the episodes so that I can look back at this in a year's time and be like, oh, that's way too high, that's way too low. And I have ranked all these episodes before based on the ratings that you see here. So like some of them, a lot of them, I vaguely remember what I rated them. But I'm gonna try and not do it based on memory. I'm gonna try and actually think about why I thought that about those episodes and see if I would really put them there, you know? Because like I remember I gave Rose a 4 when I watched it last, but like if I really think about the episode and what I remember of it right now, would I give it a 4? Who knows? And then obviously in a year's time I can look back at this and be like, a 4? Why the hell have you done that, you know? I'm gonna try and give like some thoughts on each episode as we go. I'm gonna try not to waffle for too long because there's a lot of episodes. In terms of the last time I watched them, I've only seen the most recent series once as it aired. So in like May-ish of 2025 this year. I rewatched the 60th in the last couple of weeks. I rewatched series 14 in lead up to the most recent series, and then before that I watched it as it aired, so I've watched that twice. Or no, I've watched them 3 times because I rewatched them as they were airing as well. I think I rewatched series 11 at some point before this series aired because I intended to do a full 13 era rewatch, but then just kind of fell off and just didn't finish it. Everything else, I think I did a full rewatch in 2023 or maybe 2022. Let me check actually when my last proper rewatch was. Okay, it was 2023 that I did. So, okay, I've rewatched series 1 to series 13 in 2023. Series 11 I also watched early this year, and then yeah, the rest I already said. So that's the memory that I'm working on right now. But I also I kind of put myself on a ban of rewatching the show because I've watched it so many times. Like I've watched it every year since like 2019. I needed to stop. But in that time I have been watching other people watch it. So like I watch a bunch of reactors react to the show for the first time. So I kind of have been watching it, even though I haven't actually been watching it, you know? Like I've kind of been cheating a little bit. Um but yeah, let's rank. Okay, I'm gonna just go in order. Rose. Like I said, I remember giving this a 4. I think I would give that a 4 because it's a pretty solid start. It's kind of silly, you know. Mickey, how does she not know he's plastic? I don't know. But it is fun, it's silly, I like it a lot. I like the lens of it being through Rose and not through the Doctor. You kind of meet him like she meets him and you're like, who is this guy? What's going on? The mannequins freak me out. It's fun, I like it. The End of the World. Low key iconic episode in my mind. Something about it is just so good. Toxic plays all the different aliens. The ending, I would give it a 5 genuinely, but the ending is so like, it's like a total wipeout course. Like I don't know what is going on. I don't know why he's doing all of that, you know? So yeah, if it wasn't for that, I probably would give it a 5, but I like that Rose is like kind of questioning that she's just gone off with this random man and they argue a bit. They have that phone scene where they kind of make up. You learn a bit about the Doctor being a Time Lord. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Unquiet Dead. I think I'd also give that a 4. I feel like I should write like in my mind what these things mean. So I would say 5 is a masterpiece. I don't think anything is perfect and the episode is perfect, but like 5 out of 5 masterpiece like is as close to perfect as you can get. 4 out of 5, they're bangers. They're bangers. I mean 4.5 out of 5 are bangers. 4 out of 5 is great. Okay, 3.5 out of 5 is pretty good. That's 7 out of 10, okay? That's pretty good. 3 out of 5 is 6 out of 10, which is kind of like just good. Like, yeah, that's good. But yeah, 2.5 out of 5 is 5 out of 10, which is like meh. It's like, well, no, I'd say it's fine. Like, fine, like, meh. And then 2 out of 5 is meh. I think I have a weird thing in my head where I don't realize that 3 out of 5 is 6, and that's pretty high. 3.5 out of 5 is 7 out of 10, and that's pretty high. Like, so I think I rate things higher than they actually are to me. because I kind of get it twisted in my head what these numbers actually mean. Like 5 out of 5 is fine, it's not bad by any means, but I think a lot of the time the episodes I will have like in the past rated as 2.5 out of 5 actually have been like worse than that. But I just for some reason have it in my head that 2.5 out of 5 is really, really low, and it's like it's not good, but like it's not that low. Yeah, like I'm assuming that we're not going to go lower than that, but when I get to an episode I might be like, oh, actually that might be worth going lower. We'll see. Anyways, back to it. Aliens of London and World War III. I am gonna do two parts kind of separately, but like for the most part they probably will get rated the same. I think they're both pretty good. Like the farting of it all is like kind of silly and a bit unserious, but the story that's actually being told is good. It's just that it's being told through the lens of these aliens that are farting like crazy. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of makes it a bit less serious, but I feel like that's fine. And the stuff with the Doctor and Rose, again, is so good. Oh my god, they're just so good, aren't they? They actually are just so good. Like, I don't even... Wow. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say. I just think they're pretty good. Hence why they're in that tier. Dalek. I'm so sorry for how I say the word Dalek, by the way. That's just how I say it. And saying Dalek just feels so gross. Like, I literally... Oh, god, no. No. Dalek I'm gonna put in banger. 4.5 out of 5 banger. Yeah, that feels good. The first time we see a Dalek, I remember as when I was a little kid, I remember saying to my mum, oh my god, mum, do you know the Daleks fly now? Like what did I mean, did you know the Daleks fly now? As if I had any history of watching Classic Who and seeing Daleks, because I had zero history of seeing that. I don't know why I thought that was like, I don't know, like I didn't know what the Daleks were, so I don't know why I thought that was crazy. I think what it was is I must have seen a future episode where they maybe didn't fly, or I just hadn't thought about it. And then I must have seen this episode and been like, oh my god, the Dalek flies, because they obviously made it a big deal. So I took that, I was like, oh, that's a big deal, and I just kind of absorbed that. I don't know. I don't actually know when I first got into Doctor Who. That's like, it kind of upsets me that I don't fully know that. I know it was sometime in RTD's era, but like I don't actually know when. Anyways, The Long Game, ass. It just doesn't do anything for me, really. Like, Adam's there for some reason, whatever, he gets a thing in his head, whatever. Simon Pegg is there, okay. There's a thing in the ceiling, okay. I like the impact that it has on the end of the series, obviously, because without The Long Game, Bad Wolf and the Parting of the Ways wouldn't be happening, I guess. So I appreciate it for that, and it's like there's some good moments in there. Every episode has good moments. There's no Doctor Who episode that is all shit. But this, I don't know, it just doesn't, I don't really care. Yeah, I just don't care. Father's Day. I'm gonna 4.5 out of 5 banger Father's Day. I did have a revelation when I watched it a couple of years ago that Jackie is meant to be like 19 and Pete is like 31 or 32, and that kind of upsets me. Like, I kind of can't look at it the same way knowing that this grown man is marrying this teenager and they have a baby. Like, I mean, they are already married, obviously, by the time Pete dies, but like, yeah, no. It kind of put me off a bit, but the rest of it is good. More than good, it's great. I like them messing with what it means to interfere with your own timeline. I like the Doctor and Rose arguing again. I love how much they argue in series 1. Like, oh my god. Series 1 just being like so clearly thought out, and like, oh god, how far we've fallen, bro. Jesus. Yeah, I just love it. It's great. The Empty Child the Doctor dances. I'm gonna put them both in masterpiece. I don't know if I watch them, one might be in 4.5, but for now I'm gonna just put them both here because they're just bangers. Like, literally, I've been scared of gas masks since I was like 7 or 8. Like, yeah, like, Jack is there. I know John Barrowman is a loser, but Jack, I love Jack a lot. Everybody Lives. Oh my god, Everybody Lives. Just this once. There's a cat at one point. How cute. Rose has got her stupid Union Jack shirt on. It's just so good. It's so good. I love it. I wish more Doctor Who was kind of scary like this, to be honest. Like, I know Doctor Who is a family show and it's like built to have variety, so like sometimes it's scary, sometimes it's silly, sometimes, you know, I know that it's built for that. I would love more scary, spooky stuff though. Boomtown. Low-key underrated. I wouldn't call it a banger. Would I? No, I would just say it's great. 4 out of 5. Yeah, it's great. You kind of, when you hear that the Slitheen are going to be in the show again, you're like, oh, yeah, the two-part was good, but like, I don't want them again, do I? And then it's like actually kind of a banger episode. But not a banger because I would have put it in that tier. It's like almost a banger. I love what they do. I love the like dining room scene. Not dining room. Where are they at? A restaurant. And the Doctor and What's-Her-Face are trying to like get each other. It's so good. It's so good. There is some weird stuff in there where Rose calls like the girl Mickey is seeing fat or something. It's like, okay. Like, but obviously it's 2005, so like, okay, whatever. Whatever Rose and Mickey have going on, it's not my favorite. Like, it's not, if I'm being for real. It's kind of like, I don't know why they're still clinging on to each other. They're clearly not together, but they're like kind of jealous and like planning to go to a hotel room or something. Like, what? They're just a mess, honestly. They're just a mess. But the stuff with the Slitheen is good. I like it. Bad Wolf Part of the Ways. I'm gonna put Bad Wolf in 4 and then Part of the Ways in 5. I mean, 4.5, I think. They could both go down or both go up, maybe, but like, vaguely, I kind of think the second part is a bit better. I love Rose. I love the Doctor sending Rose back and Rose being like, excuse me, we're not doing that. I'm helping you. Like, don't take the piss out of me. I love that. I also love in the first part, I think it's only in the first part, it might be the second part too. No, it would be the second part. Rose like gets really jealous of Linda. Like the Doctor will just be chatting to her and Rose looks like dogs her up and it's like Rose is just so jealous. It's just so funny. Yeah, it's a great regeneration episode. It's probably like in the middle in terms of like if I was to rate regeneration episodes, it probably would be in the middle somewhere, but that's just the quality of regeneration episodes. That it's in the middle, but it's still a 4.5, you know, like, yeah, it goes hard. I love in the first part all the different shows, you know, Big Brother, Weakest Link, very fun, love it a lot. Yeah, very fun. And I think there's potential for the like basically the kiss at the end with Rose and the Doctor for of being really cringe, and like the Doctor literally saying you need a doctor is cringe, but other than that it just like works. Like, yeah, he's just gonna absorb all that stuff through a kiss and then die for her. Yeah, the Doctor's gonna just do that. Yeah. Um I just love it. It's great. Okay, Christmas Invasion. I'm gonna go 3.5, pretty good. I like how little the Doctor is in it. Like, you really like, he's brewing, you know? He's not in it for a long time. And then when he shows up, it's really cool and his hand gets cut off. And then obviously that leads to stuff for Jack. I think it's great. I don't really have anything to say about it. Actually, no, I don't think it's great because I would have put it in 4 out of 5 if it was great. It's pretty good. New Earth. Low-key a banger. Like, I don't know if that's a hot take. There's just something about it. Well, no, it is a banger. No, I'm standing on that. It is a banger. I love seeing Cassandra again. I love her seeing her own, like, going, like, what does she do? She, like, dies in front of herself. So cool. The face of Bo is there. Obviously, that's cool. Cassandra in Rose's body and in the Doctor's body is very fun. I think David Tennant plays Cassandra so well. um, I just think it's fun. I think is a bit messy in terms of in her first episode in The End of the World, Cassandra is implied to be trans and then she says something about like, oh, I'm like she acts like it's strange to be in a male body and it's like, well, you're a trans woman, so like you surely know what it's like to have a dick and balls, do you know what I mean? Like I don't really it doesn't feel that thought out. But other than that silliness, very fun. I like watching Billy and David play Cassandra a lot. Yeah, it's just great. Tooth and Claw, also a banger. The accents, them just like the Doctor and Rose just being peak cocky, like they just like they're really pushing their limit in terms of running around and being space dickheads. Like they think they're untouchable and they just don't take things seriously, which is very interesting. I think the wolf is very cool. The weird bit at the start though with the like they're all dressed in red, they're like doing some kind of like karate stuff and I'm like, what? That's a bit weird, but it is very cool. I like that episode a lot. School reunion. Hmm. I'd say it's pretty good. I do like Sarah Jane a lot. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. My neighbor is like out in her garden. She's definitely watching me chat to myself. I'm so embarrassed. Anyway, I put my blind down. Okay. Um, what was I saying? School reunion. I do like it. I like the scene where the Doctor is like, he's so dramatic. He's like, that's the curse of the Time Lords that like we keep going, like we leave you. And it's like, I love the scene and what it means for Rose. And how she's basically learning, like, oh, I'm not the first one. He's gonna leave me and meet someone else. Like, there's people before me. I think that's really cool. From what I know, the Doctor and Sarah Jane, like, in Classic Who didn't have some kind of romantic relationship, but this episode implies that they did. Or that she at least had feelings for him, and I've seen people think that's strange, which makes me want to think it's strange, but I don't actually have any history with Sarah Jane and Classic Who, so that doesn't really affect me too much. much. But I'm sure if I did watch that, I would have more of a problem with it. What else do I like? I do like Rose and Sarah Jane being jealous of each other, but again, if it's in the context of they've changed Sarah Jane's relationship with the Doctor to make her more jealous than she actually would be, I think that's weird. But I do think generally, even outside of that, it does make sense for a companion to be jealous of a new companion. So like, it's not that crazy. Okay, Girl in the Fireplace. Oh, I think it's a well-crafted episode. I'm gonna put it in 3.5, pretty good. But I just find it so strange witnessing... Oh, is it good or... I don't know. I really don't know about this episode. It is good, like it is. But there's just something about it that's like off. Like the Doctor meets this child and then it's like kissing her and then it's like... But then it is good though. Do you know what I mean? Rose kind of gets sidelined. It's weird because, like, I do believe the Doctor, anyone, any actual person can love two people at once, so it's not necessarily strange for the Doctor to clearly be in love with Rose and have a thing with Rose, but then fall in love with Ronette and have a thing with her. But, like, he doesn't actually know her at all. I know she is a known person, so, like, he knows of her. And Rose kind of gets sidelined. Mickey is there for some reason. There's a horse. The horse is kind of fun. The clockwork droids are scary and have scared me for the last 2 decades. Yeah. The episode, I'm really not sure about it. I'm really not. I'm gonna just leave it in good, but, like, I don't know. Rise of the Cybermen Age of Steel. Genuinely, they're fine. Like... they're fine. I don't know why, they just don't really hit. I feel like Catch Me on a Better Day, like if I watch them when I'm in the mood to watch a Cyberman 2-parter, then I'll probably put them a bit higher. But most of the time when I watch them, they just don't really hit, and I'm like, yeah, there is some good stuff in there for sure. Like the second Mickey deciding to stay, seeing Rose's mum in the other world and her dad, and the fact they didn't have a kid but they have a dog. It's good. Like maybe it's good. No, because when I think about watching them, I'm like, oh, I don't really want to watch this. Yeah, they're 2.5. I'm like, they're fine. The Idiot's Lantern, I'm going to say pretty good. The woman in the TV, her voice really grates on me in like a bad way, but in a way that's good for the episode. Like, it annoys me, her voice, but then like, it's like good that it does that, you know? I'd say my only actual issue with this episode is the end, where Rose tells Tommy to go after his abusive dad. Like, no, actually. He shouldn't do that. I know that it's coming from a point of like Rose has issues with her dad, so wants this other kid to have a relationship with his dad because she never had that, but like someone should have told Rose that that's not how that works. Like just because you have had daddy issues doesn't mean you have to make other people, doesn't mean other people are required to have relationships with their dad just because you don't have one with yours. Like that's not how that works. It is not on Tommy to go and build that relationship up with his dad. That's really weird to have in the episode. Or like if you have it in the episode, at least have someone question her, but like they don't even do that. It's just like, yeah, like no, what are you on about? Silly. Impossible Planet, Satan Pit. I'd give them both a 4 out of 5. I think I rate these lower than most people would. But yeah, they're great. I don't really think about them too much. The guy with all the letters is very cool. Beast actually chained down there is very cool. I like Rose and how she cares for the Ood. She's like, oh, do you get paid or something like that? I like the Doctor being like, oh, Rose knows. Like when he's going down the thing, he's like, oh, tell Rose, and then he's like, no, she knows. Yeah, I don't know, I just like it. And then at the end, when Rose is like freaking out because they're abandoning the place and the guy is literally still on the ship with them. Yeah, it goes hard. Loving Monsters, meh. I just don't care. Like, I appreciate what it's doing, but sadly I actually am in Doctor Who for the Doctor, and if the Doctor or the companion is gonna barely be there, I don't actually care. So it's a meh from me. Loving Monsters, yeah, I can appreciate the story, like, it is a good story, but I just don't care. Fear Her. It's fine. Chloe the kid grates on me a little bit, but the actual story is interesting, with her having her dad there, all the pictures she draws, then the Doctor being stuck and Rose having to save the day. Yeah, I think it is cool, but like something about it I just don't care too much. And yeah, Chloe is kind of annoying. Army of Ghosts, Doomsday. I'm gonna say Doomsday 5 or 4.5. I'm gonna say, see, I'm remembering how I rated them a couple of years ago, and I definitely did not give Doomsday a 5. But when I'm looking at it right now, I'm like, it's Doomsday. I feel like it has to be a 5. I'm gonna just give that a 5, and I'm gonna give part 1 a 4.5. It's great. Iconic episodes. I don't really have anything to say about them, but they are great. Oh, no, I'm gonna give them both 4.5. Actually, yeah. I mean, we'll see. In a year, maybe I'll be like, oh, you're an idiot. They should be 5. But I'm gonna go 4.5. I think they're great. I don't like how the Doctor talks about Jackie and like making fun of her because she's old and stuff. It's like, okay, like we get it. It's a bit weird. Torchwood being there, obviously cool. This version of Torchwood is like deeply uninteresting, but like, you know, it is what it is. Daleks versus Cyberman, obviously cool. It surprises me that that's the first time that that happened. And then obviously Rose's ending. I love this ending for Rose. I also love her next ending, which I think is a hot take, but I do love both of her endings. It just goes hard. Like, yeah, it's great. I don't know what to say about it. The Runaway Bride. Is the Runaway Bride a 5? No, I think it's a 4. Well, no, it's a 5. Runaway Bride is a 5. Banger. No, it's a 4.5 because Donna's actually annoying. Donna in The Runaway Bride, genuinely quite an irritating person, but also she's great and her dynamic with the doctor instantly is great. But I am glad that when she was brought back, it was like time had passed and she was a different person because I couldn't deal with a season of that Donna. But in the episode, it was great and it had lots of iconic moments, you know. Oh my god, and the doctor like seeing visions of Rose, like there's people on the dance floor dancing and he looks at them and then sees a vision of himself and Rose in New Earth. Like, oh my god. Yeah, crazy. Smith and Jones, pretty good. I like Martha in this episode. I like the Doctor in this episode. He gets his feet out, which is gross. The Jadoon are cool. The blood-sucking woman is a bit strange, but also very cool. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's definitely not my favorite, like, companion introduction. It's probably my least favorite if I'm really thinking about it, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. The Shakespeare Code. I'm gonna say that's good. Doesn't really hit, but like it's good. I like it. It's honestly not an episode I think about too much. The witches are kind of creepy though, which is cool. The J.K. Rowling shout out obviously is a bit uncomfortable now. And the person who wrote this episode, from what I know, is also, you know, of the JKR variety, so that's not ideal. Gridlock. I think I'd also call this good. Like, both the Shakespeare Code and Gridlock, I think they have good things in them, and they're overall good, but like neither of them are episodes that I'm like screaming, crying, throwing up over, you know? Like, they're just good. The Doctor at the end of this episode does like a little speech about, I don't know, the sky or something, and I find it a bit cringe. Next episodes. Daleks in Manhattan. I think they're fine. To be honest, they're fine. Laszlo and Tallulah are great. The pig situation is interesting. The thing with like the tentacles like on his face, oh no. Also very American and kind of strange. Like Doctor Who being too American makes me feel weird. And this kind of has that problem. I don't know. Yeah, they're fine. I honestly don't really have anything to say. They're fine. The Lazarus Experiment. I'm gonna say good. For some reason I don't really like Mark Gatiss in seeing him in episodes. I don't really know why, because I love him as Moriarty in Sherlock, but for some reason seeing him in Doctor Who, I'm just like, oh, this guy. But this is a good episode. I like seeing Martha's family. I like seeing him, like, when he's massive. The CGI is obviously nasty, but, like, you know, if I was purely rating on CGI, this would look a lot different, you know? But yeah, it's good. That's all it's good. I like it. 42. I think I would say pretty good. I like that it's I don't think it's perfect, but it is like close to being actually the episode is like a countdown. It's actually close to being like timed properly, which I think is cool. I like the guy that Martha kind of has a thing with, you know. The actual monster thing, like a person walking around with like the sun in their eyes, a bit silly, but I like that Martha saves the Doctor. Like, she's one thing about Martha, she's saving the Doctor's ass, I'll tell you right now. You know what I mean? Human Nature, Family of Blood. I'm gonna give them both a 4.5, I think. Well, or are they? Am I being stingy? I feel like I'm being stingy. Like, okay, no, I'm gonna put Runaway Bride at 5 as well, and then these two at 5. Stop being stingy, okay? They're 5-star episodes. Get a grip. They're just great. I love seeing a different version of the Doctor. I also love at the end of the second part, she's like, what's her name? Joan, she's like, Doctor, if you weren't here, would any of this even have happened? And he like has no answer, because it's like, no, if he hadn't chose that spot, or like the TARDIS hadn't randomly chose that spot, literally none of this would have happened, and all of those people would have lived and been fine. Which is crazy to think about. I think the villains are cool. Obviously that the boy, the son villain, I don't know what he's actually called. He's creepy as hell. The little girl with the balloon, creepy. The scarecrows, creepy, have been scaring me since I was a child. I like vividly remember watching these episodes in my mum and dad's room on the like DVD files that came out years ago. Yeah, creepy, love it a lot. I will say the only issue I really have with it is that they've put Martha in that situation. Like, I know this is based off a different thing, but like, you could have had Martha. You could have put them, you could have changed it and put them anywhere. But instead, you've got Martha being like hate crimed, like, and she has to focus on the doctor and she's like actually working there. Like, it's a bit crazy what they put Martha through, but the episodes are great overall, you know? It's just like, damn. Why is she getting put through all of that? I don't know. But also, once again, she's saving his ass, by the way. She saved his ass here. She saved his ass here. She saved his ass. Did she save his ass here? She might have saved his ass in Smith and Jones. I don't remember. Whatever. She's saving his ass. Blink, obviously 5 stars. Like, what even is there to say about Blink? It's just a banger. Next, Utopia, 5 stars. Also a banger. I love Jack and the doctor's chat while Jack is in that red glowy room where they're like, Jack kind of refuses to answer if he like is happy that he is living forever or something like that. I haven't watched it in a while, I can't remember, but I love that scene a lot. Obviously the master reveal is insane, and it's crazy because I think this hits like, if you have no knowledge of who the master is, which most people watching this, I'd imagine when I first watched this I obviously wouldn't have known who the master was, but like, it hits when you don't know, and then it hits even more when you do know, because it's like, oh my god, like, I don't know, it's just so good. It's so good. The Sound of Drums, Laugh the Time Lords. I don't know if this is a hot take, but I think these episodes are bangers. I maybe would put them up here, or at least one of them up here, but for now they can just go in 4.5. Bangers, bangers, like, oh, so good. Obviously, it's a bit crazy once again that we've got a guy called the Master keeping a black woman and her family. Actually, they don't. He doesn't keep Martha as like as a slave. He keeps her family as slaves, basically. Like, that's a bit crazy if you really think about that for 5 seconds. But the episodes do go hard. I love when it's Martha, Jack, and the doctor like hiding out, they're eating chips, the doctor's chatting about his past. Like, Martha's like kind of basically admits to Jack that she fancies the doctor, and Jack admits the same, and it's like they have a moment where they're like, yeah, been there, love, like, I know how you're feeling. Love that. Love the end of the second part. I love that Lucy, she obviously is being abused. By the end of the second part, it's very clear that she's being abused by the master. And I love that she gets him back on that one. Like, it's not, you know, not to bring up later RTD work, but it's not like 73 yards where she's suffering and doesn't get her payback. She suffers, she gets her payback. It works out in the end, you know? She's not just suffering and then that's it. And it's like, okay, why are we doing that, you know? I like it a lot. Voyage of the Damned. It's fine. This episode is very long. It's very long. Too long, I would actually say. But it's fine. The angels are cool. Kylie Minogue is there for some reason. The doctor's kissing someone else for some reason. The someone else being Kylie Minogue, as in he kisses so many people, why is he stalking everyone? The group of people that they're stuck with are for the most part cool, other than obviously the one guy that's actually intended to be a villain. Banaka Falata is cool. Yeah, like, I like the characters, but like the story itself goes on for so long. It's like, ugh. Partners in Crime. This is gonna take me so long, by the way. We've got so long left. I've been recording for 40 minutes. Partners in Crime. I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I love that it's like 10 or 15 minutes before the Doctor and Donna even talk to each other, because they're just doing the same thing, but like they're just missing each other. I love that a lot. I just love, it's just a great episode. Like, it's great. The end, oh my god, the end where Rose shows up, literally, what the hell are you talking about? That still gets me, like, to this day. Honestly, most of the time when I watch it, I kind of forget that it even happened, and I'm like, oh, what the hell? But yeah, it's just a great episode. The Fires of Pompeii, honestly, also a 4.5. I was gonna say 5, but nah, I think it's a 4.5. There's like little rock creatures, which is like a bit silly, so I don't know if I give that a 5. But yeah, I love the dilemma of it all. I love Donna like standing her ground with the Doctor. Like, she's not taking anything from him. She's like, listen, save someone. She's obviously crying while she's saying that. She's not like I don't know. I think I explained that as if she was like angry and telling him what to do. Like, no, she was desperate. Like, there was desperation there. She wanted him to save someone so badly. The idea the Doctor caused Pompeii, kind of crazy. Yeah, 4.5. Planet of the Ood. I think that's a great episode. I like that this time we see the Ood and they actually get saved. I like that they brought that back. They're like, yeah, the Doctor's like, I owe him one, you know? I like that they also get revenge on the guy that's like treating them poorly and turn him into an Ood. That's crazy. I just think it's kind of cool that Donna's just genuinely having a bad time. Like, she's like, no, this is like the last episode we were in Pompeii and we caused Pompeii, and now I'm like witnessing like slavery, alien slavery. Like, what? Like, you know, and she's genuinely just struggling with it. I think that's interesting instead of just being like, yeah, this is the best time ever. Traveling with the Doctor is so fun and light and happy, you know? I think it's cool. Okay, the Sontaran Stratagem. They're fine. Like, they're fine. I don't care. Jenny, I don't have anything to say. I don't care about these episodes. I don't care. The Doctor's Daughter. I'd say good. Martha and her half friend are fun. I listen. Obviously, in real life, David Tennant and Georgia Tennant, the actors who play the Doctor and the Doctor's Daughter, are now married and in a relationship and have loads of kids and stuff. So when I watch this episode, I feel a bit uncomfortable. Like, I don't know if I'm just projecting because I know that they're in a relationship now in real life, or if, like, there actually is a weird vibe in the episode. Like, I don't know, but I feel it a little bit and it makes me a bit uncomfortable. But the episode is good. I like how reluctant the Doctor is to accept her as his daughter, and how Donna's like, what? Like, listen to her heart. It's like, she's your daughter. And then, like, the second he accepts her, it's like, oh, sorry, she's actually dead, except, oh no, she's not dead, but then we're not actually going to do anything with her. We're going to just never see her again. Like, oh, what was the point then? I'm going to say The Unicorn and the Wasp is good. Pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Is it great? It might be great, but I'm gonna put it in pretty good. That's like solid. I like the murder mystery of all. It's not like my fave genre, like murder mystery vibes like this, but it is cool. And the Doctor and Donna are really funny. The Wasp is like ridiculous. Very cool. Yeah, pretty good. It's pretty good. Silence in the Library, Forest of the Dead. I'm gonna give them both 4.5. These episodes have always like vaguely confused me a little bit, which is why I think I generally rate them lower than most people. I think it's only in my last couple of rewatches that I've really understood what's going on. Even then, I'm like, I couldn't really explain it to you. But it's obviously sick seeing River. The shadow situation is scary. I like when Donna is no, River says to Donna, she's like, oh, you're Donna, and Donna's like, why are you surprised? Like, what happens to me? Like, ugh, crazy. Yeah, 4.5. They're bangers. Midnight, obviously a 5. Like, Midnight is crazy because, like, the characters in Midnight are so irritating that it almost makes me want to put it lower because they're just genuinely so annoying. But, like, that's the point. Like, the point is they are annoying and humans are stupid. But yeah, like, I don't even know what to say. It's just a banger. Like, no, it's not a banger. It's a masterpiece. Turn Left. This episode has always made me feel a bit weird when I watch it. I'm gonna give it a great because it is great. Back in the day, I probably would have given it lower. Because something about like it just makes me uncomfortable, especially the thing on her back. Like it's always just made me like, ugh. But no, it is great. It is. It just is. Rose is really annoying though. Sorry, like her being all like cryptic and like, oh, I won't say my name. Ooh, like shut up. Like that's part of as well why I would usually put it lower because she is just annoying. Like I don't like that vibe from her. But the story itself saves it. You know, like it's a good story. The Stolen Earth. Journey's End. I'd give them both 4.5. Donna's ending, generally the most haunting thing I've ever witnessed in my life. Love it. Everyone coming together is like kind of ridiculous, but also like really fun to see all the characters from the last 4 seasons just come together and defeat this Davros creature. You know what I mean? Like it's just cool. Yeah, it's just cool. Like it just is. I don't have anything to say about it. The Next Doctor, literally, no. So boring. Planet of the Dead, no. So boring. Wars of Mars, banger. Oh, another RTD1 era thing that has scared me since I was a child. This episode, I actually remember when it aired live, my mum recorded it and she went to watch the recording like a couple of days later and I was downstairs with her in the living room and we were watching it and I was like, Mum, you need to turn this off because it's genuinely scaring me, and I made her turn it off. So, yeah. I love the end as well, the Doctor, like, the Time Lord Victorious nonsense, you know, the woman, I forget her name, she gets his ass and she's like, no, you're incorrect. Like you're taking things into your own hands and it's not for you to do that. Yeah, it's great. The End of Time Part 1 and Part 2. I'm gonna give them again both 4.5. I think it's possible one of them could be higher if I were to rewatch them right now, but this feels right for now. I don't know if it's a hot take to love these episodes, but I love them. Like, I really do. I love the Master taking over. I love Wilf being involved. I love the cactus people. I love the Doctor's final words. I love his farewell tour as well, to be honest. I don't know if that's a hot take to love the farewell tour, but I love the farewell tour. I don't love that Mickey and Martha are together. That's really random, but other than that, yeah. It's just great. The 11th hour literally goes so hard. The first like 20 or so minutes is perfect. It falls off a tiny bit, like in the middle somewhere, but like it picks back up at the end. Like overall, literally a masterpiece. I don't even know, like it's just so good. It's so good. My favorite part is, first of all, when the Doctor says I'm the Doctor, he like steps through the projection of the previous Doctor's faces. Literally goes so hard. And then when Amy says, "Why did you say 5 minutes?" After the Doctor realizes like the shed is like old and stuff. It hits every single time. It hits every time. Yes. The Beast Below. Loki, I don't know if it is a hot take to give it 4.5, but it's such a banger. Like, the moral dilemma of it all, so interesting. The Doctor's, like, freaking out at Amy for things. Like, oh my god, it's so good. The smiley things are also kind of creepy. Like, what the hell? But yeah, it's just a banger. Victory of the Daleks. Meh. I genuinely, this is one of the few episodes that if I'm listing off the episodes in every series, I honestly sometimes forget that it exists. Like, I don't know why. I just completely forget that it's even a thing that exists. I love the Doctor freaking out about things and stuff, but it's just not an episode I really think about. Also, it's very strange that he's like best friends with Churchill. Like, huh? The Time of Angels, Flesh and Stone. I'm gonna give them both a 5. Yeah. They're just great. I love the Weeping Angels. Like, I feel like you can't go wrong with the Weeping Angels. They're just so good. I'd say the only thing I dislike is the end when Amy like goes a bit too hard in trying to kiss the Doctor. Like, huh? Like I understand her having a bit of confusion about how she feels about him, but like it was too much. Like she really tried for too long. He was like scared of her. Like, pack it in. I don't have anything to say. I just think they're great. I love River being there. They're just great. Vampires of Venice. I'm gonna say pretty good. Another episode I don't have too much to say. The main thing I can think of when I think of this episode is the bit where Amy is like, it would be weird for Rory to pretend to be her husband or fiance, so she wants him to be her brother, and it's like, what? Like, they try a bit too hard to like, I don't know, I just find it weird. In this whole era, there's stuff like that where it's like, why are you trying so hard to act like Amy doesn't fancy Rory and actually fancies the Doctor? Like, I understand the conflict a little bit, like, of her being confused, but they just push it too far sometimes, and that is one of those times. But the episode overall is pretty good. The fish things are cool. I think Rory has a go at the Doctor at one point and is like, I can't remember what he says, but he has a go at him, like, when they're out and they're holding these light things, and I like that scene, but I can't remember what he says. Amy's Choice. Uh, Great. I think, yeah, Amy's Choice is great. I like the reveal at the end that they're both dreams. I think that's cool. I like Amy when Rory dies. She's like, what's the point in you if you can't bring him back? So cool. I wish so badly that this was the ending of the, oh, who does she fancy? Like, I wish this was the end of that because it would have gone so hard for that to just be the end of it. Like, she literally kills herself for Rory, and then we're still having moments where, oh god, pisses me off so bad. The Hungry Earth. I'd say the Hungry Earth and Cold Blood are good. I have genuinely nothing to say about them, but they're good. Vincent and the Doctor, banger. Oh, is it a 5? No, I think it's a 4.5. It's like something about it is kind of like too simple. I don't know, there's just something about it that is like not masterpiece level, you know? So yeah, I would put it in banger. The ending obviously goes hard every single time. Like, there's like, it just goes so hard. But yeah, the episode as a whole is like, there's something missing that kind of would put it up there, I think. But who knows? Maybe I'll rewatch this and be like, huh? It's clearly a masterpiece. We'll see. The Lodger. Hot take. Love The Lodger. I just love it. Like, James Corden in real life, cringe. James Corden in Doctor Who, love him. I love seeing the Doctor just try and be a person for a bit. Like, it's just so fun. I love it. The Pandora opens, The Big Bang. I'm gonna give them both 4.5. I kind of my love for these episodes is very vibes based. Like, I honestly, if you were to be like, okay, so explain to me what happens in the Pandora opens and the Big Bang, I'd be like, bro, I literally couldn't tell you, but I know they're good. Like, I've just always found them vaguely like just kind of confusing, but I've also loved them at the same time. Off the top of my head, my favorite thing about these episodes is the time traveling he does with vortex manipulator. He like shows up with a mop, then he leaves, he comes back, and then obviously Rory is brought back to life, like, and he's like, oh, Rory, you're here, and then Amy doesn't remember him, but then when she does remember him, then great stuff. A Christmas Carol, I'm gonna give it a great. It's a weird one where does it hit? Yes. Is it a bit strange that this woman sees this child and then a few years later she's like, actually, I kind of fancy you. Like, okay, a bit weird. The Impossible Astronaut Day of the Moon, I'm gonna give 4.5s. I think previously I've kind of not appreciated these episodes like most people do, but I think I've come to love them despite the Americanness of them. Yeah, I think the silence are so cool. The Doctor inviting his friends to his death ain't crazy, so cool. Yeah, I just love them. Curse of the Black Spot, also great. I don't know if that's a hot take. Great. I think it's great. I like it a lot. I don't even know why. I just think it's fun. Same with the Doctor's wife. Wife? Yeah, the Doctor's wife, also great. Fun. I love seeing the TARDIS as an actual person. And then how devastating it is that she is gonna be gone and she just can never speak again. Like, oh god. And then Amy and Rory running around in the TARDIS is cool. Yeah, I like it. The Rebel Flesh, the Almost People. I'm gonna say pretty good. Amy's kind of off-putting in these episodes. Like, it really kind of outs her as a bit of a dickhead. How she's like really passionately like, you're the Doctor, you're not the Doctor. Like, ugh, it's kind of gross. But then Rory is like the complete opposite end where he's like too trusting. So like she's too mean, he's too trusting. It's very interesting, but it's similar to Midnight in that it's really good, but like it annoys me because the characters are being annoying. But like Midnight actually holds up a bit more than these two. Like, I love a moral dilemma episode, but because of that it makes it annoying to watch. But it is pretty good. And the end, obviously, when it's revealed that Amy is in labor somewhere else, insane. A Good Man Goes to War, also great. I love everyone showing up to help the Doctor. I love the moment where the Doctor realizes when, like, the baby was conceived. That's funny. And then obviously River explaining who she is to the Doctor and then to Amy. Insane. Gets me every time. Let's Go Hitler, also a 4. I don't know if it's a hot take. I know a lot of people dislike this episode. I don't really know why, to be honest. I really like it. Mel's genuinely quite an irritating character. Like, thank God we weren't stuck with her for much longer because she was really annoying, but overall, love the episode. Night Terrors, meh, nothing to say, meh. The Girl Who Waited, banger, yeah. That's a banger. What's crazy though is why did she press the red button and not the green one? Like, I'm not trying to victim blame. Like, she had a, like, tough time stuck in that place, but, like, why did she do that? She clearly, like, oh, but it made for a great episode, so maybe it's good that she pressed that button, you know? The God Complex, also a 4.5. Very cool. I love the idea that the reason they were there is because of Amy's faith and not, like, something else. I don't know. I just think, yeah, that was cool. I also liked all the side characters. Obviously, Rita, the most iconic. Closing Time, similar to The Lodger. I just love James Corden and the 11th Doctor as a duo. They're just really fun. And Stormageddon. Oh my god. Yeah, love. Love, love, love. Oh, The Wedding of River Song. This episode, up until my last rewatch, I had always kind of disliked. I would have probably put it like down here. But like something clicked in my last rewatch and I was like, yeah, that's great actually. I understand what's happening now. So I like it. Yeah. For a long time I just like something about it just didn't really click to me. But now I love it. So yeah, it's a great episode. The Doctor, the Widow, the Wardrobe. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I do like seeing the 11th Doctor off without a companion, so like that is kind of fun. The episode has fun moments, but like it's not very memorable. Like I kind of forget it exists most of the time. It's fine. Asylum of the Daleks. I'm gonna say 3.5, pretty good. The whole divorce subplot, stupid. They make jokes of Amy slapping Rory, which is like, okay, yay, abuse. Obviously the Clara Splinter, whatever you want to call her, being there, very cool. I forget her name. Oh, she does make a comment as well about how being bi was a phase, which is like, okay, cool. But yeah, overall, I think it's pretty good, but some of the stuff in it annoys me a little bit. Dinosaurs on a Spaceship. I'm gonna say good. I don't have anything to say about this episode. Well, I like Brian. It's cool to have Brian there, but like, yeah. A Town Called Mercy. Great. The Doctor like swings a gun around at one point. Like, I don't know. I just love how passionate the Doctor gets in this episode about what's going on. Like, like really annoys him. Yeah, and Amy is like, Hicks, can you calm down? Like, yeah, I just like it a lot. Power of Three. I'm gonna say pretty good. I don't really understand what the villain's goal was. Like, I don't remember. I've watched it so many times. I don't remember. But I know that I enjoy the Doctor being at Amy and Rory's house for an extended period of time, and then the chat they have, the chat Amy and the Doctor have about, like, I can't remember what they say, but I like that scene where they have a chat. Yeah. The Angels Take My Hand, obviously, masterpiece. Like, what the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? Crazy. I kind of just love the Weeping Angels. Like, that's really what it is. And the ending being in their ending being in the middle of a season is like, I don't know if that caught people off guard, because I know that it was a season split in half, but like I feel like that is a cool thing to do, just have them leave mid-season, you know? The Snowmen, I'm gonna say great. For context, I've now been recording for an hour, so, you know, we're doing great. I like the dynamic the Doctor and this version of Clara have. I think if we were stuck with this version of Clara as the actual companion, I would have found her annoying. But just in this episode, I like her a lot. The snowmen are kind of creepy. Yeah, I just like it. The Bells of St. John, I'm gonna say pretty good. I don't really remember too much about it, to be honest, if I'm being dead ass off the top of my head. Oh, I love the bit where the Doctor is kind of like set up camp outside the house and like is keeping an eye on Clara. I think that's so cute. Yeah, like instantly they just have a fun dynamic. I like them. The Rings of Akaten, 4.5 banger. The song like gets me like every time. Like something about it is so good. The song the girl sings, yeah, it just goes hard. I love it a lot. Cold War, fine. Not really an episode I think about too much, but when I do watch it, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Hyde, I'm gonna say pretty good. Yeah. I love the bit where Clara, like, is kind of having a moment of like, oh, like, you don't think it's a big deal that we're looking at, like, the planet all dead in the future. Like, I can't remember what she says specifically, but I like that a lot. Journey to the Center of the TARDIS. I'm gonna say pretty good for this one too. I do wish we saw more of the TARDIS interior more more often, so like it is cool to be in there and see all that. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't have much to say about it. The Crimson Horror, meh, just not an episode I've ever really, like, I don't know, it just doesn't really do it for me. Nightmare in Silver, I'm gonna say good. Yeah, also don't have anything to say about that. Name of the Doctor, 4.5 banger. Something about it is so good. Even though, like, people complain because the ending obviously is the reveal of the War Doctor, so, like, the episode doesn't end properly. We don't see them leave wherever it is they actually are, like, the Doctor's memories. But, like, that's never really bothered me. Like, I honestly hadn't even noticed it until I saw other people pointing it out. To be honest. Yeah, I just like it a lot. I think it's great. I love River being there and how the Doctor's like, actually, yeah, love, I can literally see you, by the way. I know back in the day, I didn't care for the Impossible Girl stuff, like, as it was coming out. I was like, I don't care about this. But since then, like, since I got back into the show a few years ago, love it. Day of the Doctor, obviously a 5 stars. Hello? I don't even know if I need to speak about that. Like, obviously that's a 5 stars. What the hell are you talking about? Time of the Doctor, also 5 stars. The best Doctor regeneration episode. Literally is not even close. Well, I guess it is close because other episodes are getting a 4.5, but like, this is easily the best one. Like, it's not close. I just love it so much. Deep Breath. I also think this is is it a masterpiece? I think it is, honestly. I think it's so good. Yeah, no, yeah, it fully is a masterpiece. I don't care. I've had mixed feelings in the past on on Clara's opinion on the Doctor regenerating and like how she's not able to fully comprehend it, even though she's literally just seen all their faces. Obviously, she doesn't have fully the memories of that, but like vaguely she knows that that's a thing, so it shouldn't be a surprise. So like, part of me doesn't love that, but another part of me like does get it. Like, just because you know that that's the thing doesn't mean it's easy to actually handle it, you know? And I like the stuff with Vashta where she's like got the mask, then she, not the mask, what was it, the veil, then she takes it off. Yeah, I like it. Into the Dalek, it's good. I think the Doctor is overly nasty in one of the first scenes in this episode with the girl, what's her name, Journey Blue, where her brother dies, and he's like, well, he like doesn't care that her brother has died, and he's just like, well, thank me for saving you. And it's like, I don't know, it's really off-putting. Like, I know the point is that the 12th Doctor is supposed to be a bit meaner, but it was like too mean. Like, you know, it was too much. Robot of Sherwood, I'm gonna call this also good. Yeah, I think it's cute. I like the outfit Clara wears and her hair looks cool, and I like the Doctor and Robin Hood's bickering. But yeah, it's not really an episode I think too much about, to be honest. Okay, listen, I would say 4 out of 5. It's kind of similar to the Wedding of River Song, where back in the day I probably would have put it down here somewhere. But I appreciate it a bit more now. I understand it a bit more. 4 feels right, I think. Time Heist, I think I'd also give that a 4. I like the vibes, like they're all in suits, like it's serious. And then the reveal at the end of like who everyone is. Yeah, I'd call it great. I think it's great. The Caretaker, I'm gonna say good, but honestly it could go down. It's very possible. I like just seeing the Doctor in like a normal place. Like him just working at the school is very cool, and it being Clara's school was even cooler. The stuff with him and Danny is so uncomfortable. Partially I do understand it, like the stuff where they're in the hall and he's like, both of them are like, you need to explain to me what's going on here, because like Clara's kind of been lying to both of them. I like that. I didn't like the stuff in the TARDIS where Danny starts talking to him like a general. It's kind of out of nowhere and a bit weird, and the Doctor's hatred for him is like too strong, and it's like unnecessary and strange. Like it's clearly being done purely because they want there to be conflict between the Doctor and Clara, but they've conjured up that conflict out of nothing. Like the Doctor hates Danny and hates soldiers for low-key no reason, or like not no reason, but like he hates them more than is necessary, specifically because they need the drama between the Doctor and Clara, and I find it strange and cringe to witness. Kill the Moon. Hot take, I'd say it's great. Is it silly that the moon is an egg that hatches and instantly lays another egg? Yes. Do I care? No. Is it kind of like anti-abortion, like if you squint? Maybe. I know a lot of people are like, no, this is very anti-abortion, but like I've never really thought of it that deeply, if I'm being for real. Like when I like think about what people are saying, I'm like, yes, I understand why you're getting to that conclusion, but as I'm just watching it, I don't really take that away from it. Like I'm not an idiot. I'm not like, oh, the show is telling me that abortion is bad. Like I'm not making that connection. Like sorry, I'm just not. So like I don't really care about that aspect of it. I'm not about to watch a Doctor Who episode and be like, oh, abortion is bad, you know? I also like the conflict between the Doctor and Clara. That's like obviously the best part of it, is what it does to the Doctor and Clara, and the end scene where she fully has a go at him. Mummy on the Orient Express, I also would say that is great. I think has banger potential, but great for sure. No, I think it is a banger. Yeah, I think it is a banger actually. Like the idea of the Doctor and Clara just going on one last little trip, like as if, bro, as if. And Clara's outfit is so cool, and then like the mummy is a cool idea as well. I love it. And that the chat that Clara has with the woman whose nan died is like, oh my god, like you're literally in love with that man. Jesus Christ. Flatline, I'm gonna say pretty good. It's not an episode I think about too much, but like when I do watch it, I enjoy it. I love the Clara taking over and being the Doctor. I think that's really cool. Into the Forest of the Night. Meh. There's some good bits. It has a lot of bits I don't care for. The Doctor is weirdly like anti-medication at one point at the end. Weird. Dark Water, Death in Heaven. I'm gonna give both a 4.5. They, again, like most finales, that has potential to be masterpiece, or like maybe some of them would be a 4, but like 4.5 feels pretty like a very finale placement for most finales of the show, to be honest. I just love Missy so much, and I know it's a thing that people have complained that this is like too scary for a kid show, but I literally don't care. Love these episodes. I think they're great. And then them both lying to each other at the end about like Clara being with Danny and the Doctor finding Gallifrey. Oh my god, goes so hard. Last Christmas, I'm gonna give this a great. Very happy that obviously it's not Clara's ending and she like, you know, she's back for longer. I like that it's like a dream and a dream and a dream and a dream and a dream, you know? Very fun. I like it. I really am. Like, I think I'm more positive on Christmas episodes than most people are, or from what I've seen, like, it seems to be a thing that a lot of people are kind of negative on Christmas episodes, but I generally really enjoy them, to be honest. The Magician's Apprentice, The Witch's Familiar. I'm gonna give both of them a 4.5 as well. Yeah, again, I just love Missy. That's really what it comes down to. I love her and her dynamic with Clara in these episodes. I think they're so good. And when the Doctor plays Pretty Woman at Clara, are you joking? The way they're literally in love. Like, what are you on about? And then Clara being a Dalek. Whoa. Crazy. Under the Lake Before the Flood, I'm gonna say these are pretty good. I honestly forget about them. Like, they are good. This is my favorite Clara outfit, I think. The outfit she has in these episodes, the like mustardy situation. The Girl Who Died. Is it a hot take to give it a 4.5? Something about it is so good. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. Where they're like trying to work out a plan and the Doctor speaks baby and it's like a bit dramatic and a cringe low key, but like then they have a chat about like the Doctor coming up with a plan, and Clara's like, the Doctor's like, you need a hobby, and Clara is like, yeah, you're my hobby, mate. What the hell are you talking about? And then in the end, when he gives a shoulder those things and then they're in the woods, him and Clara, and he says something about like, oh god, I wish I could remember what the quote was, but it's so good. I'll try and insert it in some way. I don't know if I can be bothered. Yeah, it's so good. The Woman Who Lived. I'm gonna give it a great. I think the stuff with Ashildr and the Doctor is good. The stuff with the lion guy is a bit uninteresting, but all the stuff with those two is so good. The Zygon invasion and inversion, I'm gonna give them pretty good, which I think is lower than most people would give them. I honestly forget what happens in them, to be honest. It's not the kind of Doctor Who episode that I love. These two. On a rewatch, they might end up higher once I'm closer to have watching them, because it's been so long that I don't really remember. Yeah, it's not really for me. I do like when the Doctor is driving a car and he's with Oz, what the hell's her name? Osgood, Jesus. I like that, and I like him being like talking to Bonnie and being like, I know that face, like you're like, I know Clara's face, you can't like lie to me, or whatever it is he says. I like that stuff. The big speech he does is a little bit cringe. Sleep No More, meh. Don't care. Has some good moments, but mostly I don't care. Face the Raven. Is it a 5-star? Yeah. It's a master. Is it a 5? I'm gonna give it a 4.5, I think. No, I'm gonna give it a 5. Shut up. I'm giving it a 5. Yeah. I guess similar to Amy and Rory's ending, but even better, because this isn't a mid-season finale. This is like the companion dying, kind of. 2 episodes before the end is crazy. And how she does die is crazy, like on her own, the Doctor watching her. Oh my god. Heaven sent. Oh, people aren't gonna like this one. I'm gonna call it pretty good. Like, it is, I understand why people love it. It's not my favorite episode of all time, if I'm being for real. I kind of forget about it. Maybe if I was closer to having just watched it, I would put it a bit higher. But like, just off the top of my head, what I can think of right now is just like, I like the Clara of it all, and I like the Doctor being tortured for however many years it is, but like, I don't really care. Hellbent, yeah, that's a banger. It could be a 5-star, but I'm gonna put it 4.5, I think. I love it. The Doctor losing his memory, like, and then Clara going off with a shoulder, love it. I love it. The Husbands of River song, I'm also gonna give that a 4.5. I think obviously it's kind of important that the Doctor loses his memory in Hellbent, because you couldn't have this if he was still depressed over Clara, so like, it makes sense. Sometimes I think in this episode River comes off a little bit, I don't want to say ditzy because that sounds mean, but like, she's different to how we've seen her, and I would imagine the point in that is to show that she's like she has more to her than what she's like with the Doctor, but it comes off as like she's an idiot sometimes, low-key, and I find it a little bit strange. But I also don't know if that's the point, like she's trying to put on like a persona for whichever person she's hanging around with. Like, I don't know. So like, I think she's a bit off in some parts of this episode, but overall I love it a lot. And them being like together finally, ugh, wow. The return of Dr. Mysterio is fine. No, it's meh. I don't care. The pilot, 5. I just love Bill in 12 so much. Like, I love how much Bill chats. Like, she waffles. Love her. Smile, I'm gonna say 4.5. Yeah. I like how bright this episode is, and then you go into the other part and it's all like dark and gross. I just love these two as a duo. Like, that's really what it is. I just love them as a duo so much. Thin Ice, maybe a 4. Honestly, 4, but like also has 4.5 potential, because I just love 12 and Bill as a duo. Yeah. I honestly don't have anything to say about it. I just like it. Knock knock. I'm gonna give that a 4. If I'm giving that a 4, I feel like Thin Ice has to be a 4.5, because I know I like Thin Ice more than I like Knock Knock. But I do like Knock Knock a lot. It has like kind of creepy vibes, and then I love the bit where the Doctor is like, I think Bill says like, who likes insects or something, and the Doctor's like, I do, they're fascinating. I don't know. It's a good episode. I like seeing Bill's like actual life. You know? Oxygen. I'm gonna give that a 3.5. It's not an episode I'm obsessed with, but I do like aspects of it, but like, I also kind of forget about it as well. So maybe if I had watched it more recently, I probably would have more solid opinions on it, but like, because it's been so long and it's not my favorite episode, I don't really know. So I would say pretty good off the top of my head. Extremis, good. And then Pyramid at the End of the Mars, I would say pretty good. And then Lie of the Land, I would say great. This triple episode situation really is a slog in the middle of this season, like really bad. Extremis to me is a mess. Pyramid at the End of the World is like a bit better, and then Lie of the Land is actually like solid stuff, you know? Maybe that's just because I love Missy and I like that she's in this episode. But this trio of episodes has never really hit for me fully, to be honest. But I like the vibes of this episode in terms of you're following Bill around and they're trying to get the Doctor out of that situation. I think that's all cool, but the other two are like, eh. Empress of Mars is fine. don't care. Eaters of Light, I'm gonna say Eaters of Light is good. Again, both of these episodes end with a Missy scene, and I love both of those scenes a lot. Is it both of them, or is it just one of them? No, it is both of them, because in this one she saves them, and then in this one she's like living there. Yeah. But this episode is good. I like Bill getting out and about. This episode is fine. Broad Enough in Time, obviously. 5 stars. The Doctor Falls, obviously. Actually, I think one of these is probably more of a 4.5, but I'm not sure which one, so I'm gonna just put them both in 5 for now. These are 2 of my favorite episodes of the whole show. I would say Time of the Doctor is number 1, and then these 2 are after, or it could be the other way around, depending on how I'm feeling. But yeah, I'm literally just obsessed. Like, the genius to bring Saxon back, oh my god. And Bill being a Cyberman, oh, insane. Obsessed. Twice Upon a Time, I'm gonna give this also a 4.5, but like I have issues with the way the first Doctor is portrayed, to be honest. Like, he's very odd, and like he's written like I don't know, he's not written like the Doctor, he's written like he's an old man from the 60s, which like the first Doctor was, in that he actually was written then, but like the character of the Doctor that we know now, I feel like, I don't know, it just isn't, it doesn't work for me. But it is very cool to have him there, and all the stuff surrounding it is very cool, and obviously the regeneration is very cool, so like, whatever. If I wanted to get into it, I could, but I can't be bothered. Though, okay, oh my god, we're nearly there, It's been an hour and a half. The Woman Who Fell to Earth, banger. Love it as an introduction episode. It's so good. Just the 13th Doctor, like, high on regen energy in the 12th Doctor's outfit, like, oh, so good. Obviously, Tim Shaw is like a silly villain, but like, I don't know. I like it. The Ghost Monument. I'm gonna say this is good. Or pretty good. I'm gonna say pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. The Ghost Monument, I feel like not much happens, but like it is, but like at the same time, a lot does happen, but like also nothing happens. And like the villains are literally rags, but like somehow that works for me. I'm like, yeah, they're rags, and I think that's cool. Like, yeah. You know? I like that they all are kind of just stuck there with each other. The 2 like other characters in there, like one of them's called Ep, so I don't know what the other one's called, but like they're fine. Obviously Epso's a dickhead, but like that's the point. I like the TARDIS reveal. Yeah, it's pretty good. Rosa, I'm gonna say banger. Yeah, I obviously don't know like the specifics of this in real life, so I don't fully know if they got it completely accurate, but like based on what is actually in the episode, I think it's a banger episode. And I don't need the villain to be some fancy guy. He can just be a space racist, and I think that's fine. Because the episode isn't about him really, it's about Rosa. You know? Yeah, I like them all like figuring out clues and like trying to find out what Rosa's routine is and stuff. Yeah, I think it's cool. And the end obviously hits even if the music is a bit like in your face, you know? Arachnids in the UK, I'm gonna say pretty good. The spiders are creepy. I think every character has good moments in this episode, like Yaz with her family, and then Graham and Ryan together, but then also Graham to do with his morning grace. Then the Doctor is just silly and she has her little fanny pack on. Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, well, I think it's pretty good. That's why I put it in the pretty good category. The Saranga Conundrum, I think I'd also put in pretty good. I love the Doctor freaking out. Like, she freaks out when she realizes what's going on, and she's like nasty to that guy. And then the Pating are so cute, and then there's a pregnant guy, and we find out about Ryan's life a little bit. And like, I do think the pregnant guy switches from not wanting the baby to wanting the baby a bit quick, and it's a bit like, oh, you know? But like, the sentiment I appreciate overall. Demons of the Punjab, literally a masterpiece. Like, what are you talking about? I think my only complaint really is that I wish Yaz had a little bit more to do, because like it's a her episode, but she's not really the focus of it sometimes, and I'm like, why is that? But I don't think that is a big enough problem for me to put it lower. I think that's fine. I like that it's something that like, it's real history that we don't really ever hear about. Like, it's not something I knew about until I watched this episode, which I think is cool, and I would love Doctor Who to do more stuff like that, that tells you about things that maybe you wouldn't learn in school, that maybe you should have learned in school, but you just didn't. Kerblam. Hot take, Kerblam is great. I'm not about to get into the Kerblam situation, but I think people are dramatic and stupid, and that's all I'll say on that. The Witchfinders, literally a banger. Something about it, I love the Doctor being in a different body that she's never been in before and experiencing properly, well, not properly, but like a lot of what that's like she's literally ducked for being a witch because she's a woman, like, and no previous Doctor would ever have experienced that. Yeah, I think it's just a cool episode for that. And I love Ryan and what's his face, King James, is that his name? And then Yaz helping Willa. Oh yeah, it's a great episode. It takes you away, literally a masterpiece. What the hell are you talking about? Oh. And then at the end, it's literally just a frog in a chair, bro. It's so good. It's so good. Literally a frog in a chair. What the hell? The Battle of Ranskor Avkolos. I'm gonna say good. As finales go, this is very weak. But like as an episode, it's good, I think. Yeah, I like that Tim Shaw is back. I like Ryan and Graham, how their relationship has grown. Obviously similar in It Takes You Away. Like there, you see their relationship in both of those episodes. Like it's grown so much from what it was. And I just think that's really cool. Resolution, I'm gonna give that a 4.5. The idea of a Dalek latching onto your back is the coolest thing ever, and it's been 6 years since I first watched this episode and I'm still obsessed with that concept. And also Charlotte Ritchie's in it, which I think is cool. Spyfall Part 1, I'm gonna say 4.5 for both part 1 and part 2. This reveal at the end of part 1, insane. Initially when the reveal happened, I was like, oh, but what about Missy? But then I grew a brain and was like, no, this goes hard actually, and I love it a lot. My only complaint is when the Doctor is like, now they'll see the real you, because like, huh? It's like, you know, you just given away a man of color to the Nazis. Like, you are aware that you just done that, right? It felt very unnecessary and very gross, and I don't know why it was there. But other than that, goes so hard. Orphan 55, I'm gonna say good. I think this is overhated as an episode. It's like, it's fine. Well, it's good because I put it in the good category, but you know what I mean. Like, the Doctor's mood is great. The reveal that this is Earth is great. Ryan and his little girlfriend are a bit cringe. Yeah, it's a fun episode. I like it. Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror, I'm gonna say pretty good. This is an episode I kind of forget about, low-key, but there are moments in it that I really like Doctor and Yaz facing the Queen in her like ship, when the Doctor gives like a little speech to the Queen. I can't remember what she says, but she's like, it's very clear she has the Gallifrey on her mind, basically. Yeah, I think it's cool. The Fugitive of the Jadoon, 4.5 banger. Honestly, maybe a 5. Literally, it goes so hard. Like, Jack being there, obviously, again, John Barrowman sucks, but like seeing Jack is just so fun, even if he goes on to not do much. I feel like it doesn't hit as much now, but like it is still really fun that he's there. And the Fugitive Doctor is great. I love her, and her dynamic with 13 is so good. And at the end, when the Doctor is just like exhausted from everything, and then Ryan and that show up and they're like, oh, Jack says hi, and she's like, like, what do you mean? Yeah, I think it's great. Praxeus, I'm gonna say great. I think, like, the Praxeus taking over people's bodies looks so disgusting. Like, even thinking about it grosses me out. I don't know what the girl's name is her name Gabriella? I find her a bit jarring and cringe, and at the end she doesn't seem to care that her friends are dead, but like, other than that, I think it's a good episode. Can You Hear Me? I'm gonna say pretty good. This episode, or is it great? No, I think it's great. I think when this episode first came out, I overhyped in my head what I wanted it to be. But now that I've accepted that it is what it is, I think it's great. Like, I was expecting a bit more nightmares and stuff, but like, it is what it is, and I think it's great for what it is. I like seeing all their different worries. I like the two god people, or whatever they're called. Yeah. I like it. Haunting of Villa Diodati, literally masterpiece. What the hell are you talking about? It's just so good. It has all the vibes. Like, it has spooky vibes, it has fun vibes, it has serious sad vibes, it has like, it just has all the vibes that you could possibly want in a Doctor Who episode. Like, and there's a Cyberman there. Like, hello, what more could you possibly want? Ascension of the Cybermen, I'm gonna say pretty good. And then The Timeless Children, I'm gonna say banger. This is probably the biggest gap in terms of two-parters being like in different tiers. I think Ascension of the Cybermen is pretty good. The stuff with like Brendan in Ireland and all that getting adopted and stuff, like, that's always felt strange to me. Also, I do like it at the same time, so it's like, I don't know, I feel weird about it. But then the bit where he like walks out and he's an old man, but his like parents, like his dad and his boss, are still young, hits. That hits. The Timeless Children, it's just so good. Yeah, the reveal is an obvious reveal. Like, I don't think anyone was watching that being like, oh my god, how surprising that the Doctor is the Timeless Child. Like, no, literally everyone knew that, but it goes hard. And I love that it's just like the Master giving the Doctor a PowerPoint, basically, because I just love their dynamic. Like, I could watch that for days. I love it. Revolution of the Daleks, I'm gonna give it a pretty good. The first 8 minutes, so boring. Like, the Doctor doesn't show up for like 8 minutes, and it's the most boring shit I've ever watched. But the rest of it, it goes hard. So hard. Like, Yaz being crazy because she hasn't seen the Doctor in like 9 months. Jack helping the Doctor out of prison. I know people don't like that, but I like what we got there, even if I understand that it would have been cooler to get more. I do like what we got. Jack and Yaz's chat about the Doctor. Oh, yes. So good. The Halloween Apocalypse. I think this is great. I haven't watched this episode in so long. I think it's great though. I like Dan, he's got cool vibes. I like the Doctor and Yaz kind of bickering. They have like a kind of strained situation going on. And then the end is obviously like crazy. Yeah, I like it a lot. War of the Sontarans, I'm gonna give a 4.5. Mainly for the stuff with the Doctor. I think the stuff with Yaz and Vinder is good too. And is this also the episode where Dan is walking around with a walk? Potentially. But I think the stuff with the Doctor is the best stuff in this episode, and it's so good. I wish we could have got more of her with no companions like we got with the 11th Doctor, because I think it's so interesting seeing her interact with people while people like Yaz and stuff aren't there, because she can be a bit different to what she is with them there, I think, and I think that's really interesting. Once Upon a Time, I'm gonna give this a pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a pretty good. Honestly, I need to rewatch it. I don't know. I couldn't explain this episode to you if I'm being honest. I know they're stuck in different memories or dreams or potential futures or something like that. And the Grand Serpent is there. I don't know. One of the most useless characters in the whole show. I don't know why he exists. Yeah, Village of the Angels, literally, is it a masterpiece? I'm gonna put it in banger, but it could be a masterpiece, because my memory of it is that the stuff with the guy from the In-Betweeners is like, I don't care about this, I just want to be in that village. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to be in the village, I don't want to be talking to the In-Betweeners man. You know? So I think that might bring it down. But the stuff with the angels, oh my god, is so good. And then the end when the Doctor literally is transformed into one. Crazy. Watching that for the first time was like, I felt like I was gonna have a stroke. I was like, what the fuck? Like, insane. Survivors of the Flux. I'm also gonna give this a 3.5. Survivors of the Flux and Once Upon a Time, I really like. They could go up on rewatch. I don't think they'll go down, but they could go up on rewatch. I don't remember too much about them, to be honest. Yeah, like I honestly couldn't tell you. They like hide a body in Survivors of the Flux. I don't remember much else. The Vanquishers. I'm gonna give the Vanquishers also a 4 out of 5, because I also can't remember too much about it other than there's 3 doctors and I think that's really cool. Oh, I know Yaz has her like thing of the Doctor. Was it like a projection? I don't know if that was this episode or Survivors of the Flux. I don't remember. But I think that's so cool. And then the end when she's like, the Doctor's like, I wanna tell you all of it. Like, crazy. I think it's good, by the way, that she decides to put the watch away and doesn't know things. I know a lot of people are like, well, what's the point in all this timeless child stuff if she doesn't even have the memories? But getting the memories isn't the point. The point is that it's her choice and she has the choice and she makes the choice herself. That's the point. Anyway, Eve of the Daleks, literally banger, 4.5, so good. The Thasmin moments, watching that live, I thought I was going crazy. I was like, what do you mean they're actually doing this? So good. Legend of the Sea Devils. I'm gonna say good. The Thasmin stuff really brings it up, like major. If it didn't have any Thasmin stuff in there, it probably would be like finer meh, but the Thasmin stuff brings it up. The other stuff is decent, but like, yeah. Power of the Doctor, I'm gonna give it a 4. Am I? No, I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I think it's a mess, but I think I love it despite the fact that it's a mess, you know? And I think that's okay. There's a lot of characters, there's a lot going on. It makes me sad that the Doctor, I feel like she's not in it as much as she should be, considering it's her regeneration episode. But I do love it overall, and it's great to have the Master there again, you know? The Star Beast, recently rewatched. I don't remember what I said in that video. I'm gonna give it a good. If you want to know my detailed thoughts, then I did recently rewatch it and it will be up on the channel. Same with the other 60th episodes. But yeah, there is fun. It's cool to have Dawn and the Doctor back. There's multiple things in there that I genuinely find baffling. So I don't think I could put it higher than good. Wild Blue Yonder, I'm gonna say that's a banger. It's creepy. The Doctor and Donna are great. The Flux mention is great. I love the vibes a lot of that episode. The Giggle. I'm gonna give the Giggle a pretty good. It's similar to the Starbeast in that I like the vibes and there's fun stuff going on. I just think the Starbeast has more issues than the Giggle, and the Giggle is more creepy, fun vibes. You know? The Church on Ruby Road. I'm gonna say the Church on Ruby Road is great. It's silly, the Goblin song is ridiculous, but I do like it. I love the connection to like adoption and the Doctor being adopted and now his companion is adopted. Like, oh, Space Babies. It's pretty good. It's like fine. I don't understand their insistence that the bogey creature needs to live. Like, that's silly to me, but overall I think it's silly fun. The Devil's Court. I'm gonna say that's also pretty good. Honestly, I'm in desperate need of a rewatch. I literally rewatched before the recent series, which also is on the channel if you want to watch me react to that whole series, because I rewatched it before the latest series. But yeah, I think the end, like being just a beetle shows up and just taps the right keys, is like, huh? But I do think Maestro is very cool as a concept. Boom, I'm gonna give Boom a great. I love the vibes. I kind of wish, like, it's weird because I kind of wish the 15th Doctor and Ruby had these vibes for their whole era, but I'm also very aware that the vibes they have are like Clara 2.0 and like 11 or 12th Doctor 2.0 because they're written by Moffat, and it's like you can tell they're written by him. So it's a weird like conflicting thing of I want them to be like that, but then if they were like that, they'd just be copies of previous Doctors and companions vaguely, you know? I don't know. 73 Yards, literally meh. It's so bad. Dot and Bubble, meh. Like, sorry, they're just not good episodes. I don't like 73 Yards, like, tries to be so good. So, like, it wants to be so deep and, like, oh my god, this is so spooky and cool, and it's, like, just not good. It just isn't. I like the idea of her stepping in a fairy circle and then that, like, causes something and she has to fix it, but, like, the way we get there, I just don't think it's very good. Don Bubble is just boring, like, I just don't care. And I don't, like, I don't really find the reveal that they're racist that crazy. Like, yeah, if you paid attention, it was obvious, like, yeah, they're obviously racist, like, what are you talking about? I also don't know if it's correct that the Doctor should be still offering them a place, like, to help them. Like, no. Also, I get that it would maybe be in character for the Doctor to do that, but then it's like, is it in character, is it not in character? I don't know. Either way, even if it, like, no matter what, the episode is still boring overall, so it was like, well, who cares? And then the slugs, why do they exist? Like, I don't really get it. I don't get it. Rogue, I'm gonna say Rogue is a banger. My issue with Rogue is that the Doctor and Rogue's relationship moves so quickly and they're kind of enamored with each other in minutes of knowing each other, and I think that's a bit ridiculous, but like something about it does just hit. Like, I'm aware that it's too fast, but I still love it overall, you know? And I love the potential that there was there. The Legend of Ruby Sunday, I'm gonna say I don't even know. I'm gonna say pretty good. And then Empire of Death, I'm also gonna say pretty good. I'm really not sure about these episodes, to be honest. The dog reveal, I mean, at the end is great. Like, that hits at the end of The Legend of Ruby Sunday. The mum reveal in the Empire of Death is literally shit. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. What do you mean she was pointing at a lamppost? Like, shut up. So dumb. Joy to the World. I really like this episode. Specifically, I like the stuff with Anita. But even the other stuff is, like, pretty good as well. But the Anita stuff is like great. I wish the whole episode was just the Doctor and Anita, to be honest. Like, oh, so good. Okay, now we're on to episodes that I've only seen one time. The Robot Revolution, I'm gonna give a pretty good. My vague memories are that it was pretty good. Her boyfriend was an incel. That's all I really remember. Yeah, pretty good. Lux, I'm gonna say Lux was great. I think in my reaction I wasn't obsessed with it, but like almost instantly after I'd finished reacting to it, I kind of was like, actually I think him being consumed by the thing he's been so desperate for or something like that. Like, the ending didn't hit, but then something about the ending afterwards actually did hit, like, so good. But I actually haven't rewatched it, so bleh. The Well doesn't need to be connected to Midnight at all, but it is a banger. Lucky Day. I'm gonna say pretty good. I'm not sure about this, to be honest. Like, I also don't think I'm smart enough to fully understand it. But I'm gonna go pretty good. I'm also gonna go pretty good for the story and the engine. I think when I first watched this, I didn't pay enough attention. I think on rewatch this probably will go up to great or even banger, but I need to rewatch it. Interstellar Song Contest. On first watch, I think I enjoyed this more than it is worthy of being enjoyed, because the vibes are pretty bad. I'm gonna say fine, because obviously I've seen other people's opinions on this, like, and I am like hearing what they're saying and I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. Like, I think on first watch a lot of the time I kind of don't criticize too much because I'm just so in it. I'm like, oh my god, it's new Doctor Who, but now look, it's been a few months and I'm like, I'm gonna say fine. I think if right off watching I probably put it up here, but it's fine. Wish World, I genuinely don't know, because like I've watched them once and I don't remember anything about this episode. I literally don't remember. I'm gonna just put it in good. Reality War I'm gonna put in fine though, because like I know that shit. Like, I know. Yeah, these are my rankings. Hopefully I do get that rewatch done and then in a year I can come back and we'll see if I put them all in the same place. I think one thing I like about myself personally is that for the most part with Doctor Who, I like and dislike episodes from every single era. Like, RTD2 is the only era that doesn't have any episodes in the masterpiece category, but it does have episodes in the banger category, which is only 0.5 lower. So like, you know, there's like variety going on, you know? I like that about myself. I like that despite disliking and liking a lot of episodes, there's variety through the whole eras. But we'll see how accurate this is in like a year. If you want to see my Series 14 rewatch, I will link that in the description. It will be in a playlist along with my first time watches of Series 15 if you want to watch that, and my rewatches of the 60th anniversary for the 2-year anniversary of them being released. So yeah, tier list complete.